Hello students, this is Amardeep Singh, your computer teacher, and today we will continue with the same chapter handling errors and exceptions in Python. In this session, we'll discuss about Python debugger commands. In previous session, we learned about how to use Python setTrace function, and with the help of setTrace function, we can move a program, we can enter a program into debug mode. And during the debug mode, we will be able to check the value of each variable and flow of the program. So in this session we'll discuss about Python debugger commands. These commands are used to help us to check the values of a variable during the execution of a program, and many other activities that we can perform with the help of these commands. So let's begin with these commands. First we will discuss about help command, as we have specified here help in brackets. That means we can make use of h keyword only, or you can also use help complete word. So that means this command is used to view list of commands, all the commands available, debugging commands available in Python, or to display information about a specific command that you can specify with that help command. So let's start how to use this command. So here we have a program, and the breakpoint is available here, and save the code and press F5 to run this code. When you will give input to program, and when that set trace function will execute, then immediately the program will enter into debug mode. And now I'll press enter. Now presently the program is in debug mode, and in here you can type the command. So first we'll discuss about h command, that is the help command. Help command will display you the list of all the debugging commands available in Python. So I'll write help and press enter without any parameter. So when you will press enter, it will show all the commands. So these are the all debugger commands available in Python, and even you can specify h only. If you will type help or h only, then that is one and the same thing. And help command, you can use help command in two ways, just by typing help or h, or you can also make use of help command by specifying the name of command. If you want to take the help of some specified function only, for example help, I want to get the help of next command. So in here we are having a command, so I have specified help next. Next means next is the command available. Here we are having this one is the command, and I want to get information related to this command. So I'll specify help next. When you will press enter, it will show you the information related to next command. So next command you can use in next or on n only, and the definition of the command is here: continue execution until the next line in the current function is reached or it returns. So that means next command always execute the next line available in the program, because program will be in the during the edit mode, debug mode, the program will be in its pause state. So if you want to resume with the next line, then you have to use this next function. So that is all about how we can use help function in debugging. So if you now I want to quit from this debugging menu. If you want to quit from this debugging menu, then we are having a function that is on fourth position, that is quit or q or quit. uh, this function is used to quit from debug mode. So that means if you want to, I want to stop this debug mode, because presently we are in pause mode of this program, in debug mode of this program. Present program is in its running state, but paused on the specified line where you specify the where you have defined the breakpoint. So I want to quit from this one, so I will specify Q and press enter. Now you can see that the program has been exited from that breakpoint. So this one is the program code. So it was all about help and a quit command available in Python. Next we'll discuss about n or next command. So this command is used to execute current statement. So that means the program will be in pause state and during the edit mode. So when you will press n, then system will resume the code and execute the next line available in the code and again move to its pause mode. So that means one line will execute from the current point and then program will again move to its pause state. So let's start with this one. So again I'm going to run the same code, and the presently program is in running state, and when you will press enter after giving input, then the program will move to. So presently the focus is on this statement, that is a equal to n divided by 10 inside that program. So program has been paused on this statement. So if you want to run next line, then you have to press n, or you have to type next complete word and press enter. So after this line we are having s equal to s into 10 plus a. So focus is presently on this line, and again program is in its pause state. So I will press n or next, then next line will execute. So in this way you can run a program step by step, line by line. After checking the output of one line, even next in with the next one will be able to print or check the variable value. But for this time we are just checking the execution flow of a program. So that means when you will press enter after execution of this line, then the again control move back to while statement, then press n again, set trace function encounters, and now when you will press in n, then again a equal to n divided by 10, and again this line will execute. And so by using this mechanism, this technique, you will be able to understand the execution flow of a program also. Instead of watching the value of variable during the debug mode, you will also be able to learn how a program is running, after which statement next which statement will execute. So after this line, if you will press enter, again program execution flow moves to while statement, and again set trace function, and now you will be able to see all the statements. Now when after the last execution of while statement, then the statement this condition turns to false and the control exit from that uh, while loop, and next and next and next. These are the inbuilt functions, function calls of Python. So now the program will continue executing. So these are the actually uh, inbuilt function, system function calls available in Python. So after system always complete these statements after the last line written by a programmer. So now the program has been finished, and you can write quit function to quit from this debug mode. So now you can see that debug we have the system has the process has been stopped, and this was the end of that debug mode. Next we'll discuss about P statement, or you can say that this one is the print statement. By using this P statement, you will be able to print the value of any specified variable inside the brackets of this P statement as a parameter to this P function. So that means this function is used to print value of a specific variable. So during the execution of a program, if you want to check the value of each variable, so just I'm again going to run the program. So I'll give 241 and press enter. Now the program is in debug mode, and now I want to check the value of a or n. Present, I want to check the value of n. I'll specify p n. Now you can see the present value of n variable is 241, and the next I want to print the value of a, and the present value of, because presently still that line system didn't execute this line, so after the execution of this line a will be assigned a value. So presently the value variable a is still is not defined, so I'll specify n to execute next line. Now I will print the value p a. Now you can see the value of a must be. So as a programmer, if you you have to you must have the knowledge of each and every statement. So that means the value of a must be uh, 24.1. So actually we have specified this single division operator here. So that's why the answer is coming like in points. So if you will specify double division, that is used to perform integer division, then the result should be 24. So now we'll print next line, and now the n, after the execution of this line I'll press n. Now you can check the value of n. So present value should be, after the division, after performing this division, one digit will be removed from that one. So the value of n was previously 241, and now the value should be 24. So now you can check the value of n is 24. So if you will press n, now again trace function call, and a is equal to a divided by n. So actually problem here is that we need to place a reminder here. We need to place a mod operator here. That was the percentage symbol. Modulus operator we have to place here, so that we will be able to return last digit. But we have, so that means this one is the logical error. So the value of a in the beginning, after execution of first line, the value of a must be that should be a 1. Next time when this statement will execute, the value of a should be 4, then after that 2, because this statement is used for separating the digits of a number. So due to the wrong operator here, the value of a was, first time the value of, after execution of this line, the value of a was 24.1. So that was a wrong value. So as a programmer, when as a debugger of a programmer program, so now you have the knowledge where the problem is. Now you can quit this debug mode and move back to this statement and make some correction. So debugging can be done by only that person who is having the knowledge of the logic also. So because debugging is just helping you to check the value of each variable during execution. It will not, debugging will not, this mechanism, these commands will not help you to remove that error, error automatically. These commands just help you to detect the error by printing the value of each variable after each and every line. So I'll save the code and run it again. Now the program is again in its execution mode. I'll specify 253 and press enter. I will press N to execute this statement, a equal to n percentage n. Now if you will print value of a, according to the logic, the value of a must be, now it should be 3. So now check it. Now the value of a is 3, that means this statement is correct. So after the execution of this line, presently the focus is on s equal to s into 10 plus a. If you will check the value of s, then the value of s is still 0, but after the execution of this line, the value of a must be 3. So that means I'll specify n to run the next line and press print value of s. So that is presently 3. So next I'll again press enter n, and now if you will check the value of n, if you will print the value of n, so the value of n after this line, after execution of this line, it must be 25. So let's check the value. So this one is known as debugging. So as a programmer, you must plan all the values, you must frame all the values. uh, those will be generated after the each execution of each statement. So that means as a programmer, as a debugger, you have to specify some predefined input and check the result of each and every line in each and every statement. So if some wrong value occur according to your specified value, then you will be able to uh, catch that particular bug from that program. And after catching that particular bug or logical error from program, you will be able to make a correction in the logic of that program. So that is all about the debugging. So mainly these three functions are these three commands are used for debugging purpose basically. That is N for next statement, P for printing the value, and Q for quit the value control from that debug mode. But we accept these commands. We are having another commands that you can use. One is continue, C or continue command. This command continue, uh, it continue running normally without pausing for debugging. So that means it will uh, execute the program continuously without having any pausing, without having any kind of a pause in between the execution. So let's suppose during the debugging of a program, after performing some steps, after performing some line step by step, after execution of some statement step by step, let's suppose I'm going to run this one. uh, I'll press N and check P A, and the value is okay, correct, the expected value is right. Then I'll press N, then now press N. Now I will check value P and N. So after checking all the value once, uh, if if you realize that the logic of the loop, logic of the statements inside the loop is correct, then you don't want to show next remaining steps. So you can press continue, or you can write here C only, C, then C. So it will continuously execute until next trace point occurs. So now you can see that it will the continuous C statement will not show you the steps, remaining steps, one after one. It will continuously execute all the statements and exit the control from that program. So that is that was the use of that continue statement. And next we are having list, L or list. It displays by default 11 lines from your source code. So that means it will show you 11 lines from the current position. So for example, presently, but we are not having 11 lines in this program. So but I can show you how this command will work. That's why I specified 123. Now the program is in its debug mode. I'll specify L. Now it will show you the source code lines, 11 lines from that source code. So that means presently, but we are not having 11 lines. So if we are having a lengthy program, then it will show you the 11 lines, and this arrow indicates that presently focus is on this a equal to n percentage 10 line, and another 11 line it will show you around that function, that particular statement where you are presently. So that was about that list or L function. Next we'll discuss about clear or C command. This command will clear all breakpoints and finish execution of a program. So that means it will clear if you set so many, but presently we are having only one, we have set only one trace point or breakpoint. So if you will set, if your program is lengthy and you want to set multiple breakpoints, multiple set trace functions in that particular program, then clear function will remove internally all the breakpoints and finish the execution of that particular program. Let's suppose, but presently we are having only one breakpoint. So I have pressed the N. Next line executes. Now I want to clear. So I'll specify clear or C only. So next trace point shows and next statement, and after that it will complete the execution of that program. So it will not show you every step next time. It will just complete the execution of a program and remove, or you can say clear all the breakpoints that you have set in that program. Next we are having step and return function, return commands. So these two commands, you will be able to use these two commands only when if you will define some function, or you can say if you will define some method inside a Python program. But still we have not learned how to define a method or a function inside a Python program. So uh, presently these commands will not work. So but you can I can specify what is the use of this command. For example, step into the function body, function available in the code. So that means if you are having some function available inside that code, then it will show you the step inside the body of that function also. And the return function execute until function returns some value. So that means we are having some returning functions in Python. So if you will define some a returning function, then this statement will execute until return statement, that function, particular function returns some kind of value. But just learn these function, no, but because we can't demonstrate these function at this point in Python, right? So it's all about the commands available in Python for debugging, and the purpose of using all these commands is to run a program during debug mode step by step and check the value of each variable during the execution if you want to check. And next you people will be able to check the execution flow of a program also. So that is all about the present session. So if you people are having any kind of doubt related to these commands, especially the command n, especially np and set trace function, if you people are having any kind of doubt related